What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to our player ratings video here on Anfield Agenda after Liverpool have been beaten by 3-2 at the Amex by Brighton. I'm going to go through, give the referee, players, substitute and our manager all a score out of 10. Some of you guys have played along already and you will see the viewer's average score in the upper right hand corner of every image. My score will be the large one in the centre. And of course, look, it was another disappointing end to a game, but we must remember we are still Premier League champions and the transfer window is looking pretty exciting. So I'm going to be honest, as always, in my scores. If you guys haven't already played along, feel free to let me know in the comments what you think. Do you agree or disagree? If you enjoy the video, we'd love you to drop a like on it. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We wouldn't be here without the support of our incredible sponsors, Manscaped. And with the summer coming in, why not keep your grooming game up to speed? Check out the Beard and Balls bundle from our friends at Manscaped, featuring the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra with Manscaped skin-safe technology, a battery that lasts 90 minutes, the brightest ever LED spotlight to help with your precision grooming, and also included in the Beard and Balls set is the beard hedger. Unfortunately for me, I don't have a beard, but I'm hoping that you bearded kings out there will be able to make far better use of that than this bald Irishman here. Remember, you can get 15% off. That's 15% off and free shipping store-wide on orders over $49 with our code ANFIELD15. Use that or use the QR code in the bottom corner. Right, let's get stuck into it. We will start off, as always, with the referee. And I've got to say, I don't think Andy Madley did too much wrong there today. I wouldn't have had too many complaints if he had pointed to the penalty spot as well in the first half. Being honest about these things, if it was the other way around, I'd have felt very frustrated about it that it wasn't given. But either way, I do think the referee had a good game today, so I've given him a score of 7, and the audience seemed to agree with an average score there for Andy Madley of 6.2. Next up, Alisson Becker. This is a difficult one to gauge because, as I've said, we've conceded 8 goals now in the last 3 games, but I don't really remember Alisson doing too much wrong. He did have a throw-out today, or a rollout, I should say, that he sent straight to a Brighton player, but apart from that, I don't really think any of the goals were his fault. So what I've done for Alisson is given him a score of 6.5, and again, you can see the audience not too far away with a score of 6.7. Moving on to Conor Bradley. I thought he did really well. It was very interesting to see Endo brought on at right back when he was taken off. But yeah, again, still building up that full match fitness. And the future is bright on that right side. We know Jeremy Frimpong is coming in to battle with Conor Bradley, who has just signed a new deal. So for me, decent enough performance from Conor. And I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. The audience, not too far away. An average score there of 6.9. But feel free in the comments to let me know if you agree or disagree. Moving into the area of the pitch now where I'm going to be probably at my most critical until we get to Darwin Núñez. And that is the centre-back pairing, because I think it has been a weak point a lot recently. And again, 8 goals conceded in 3 games. And the centre-backs just looking all over the place, to be honest with you. Not impressed whatsoever with Canade's performance today. I do get it's the end of the season. There's a lot of changes. But remember, this man's playing to convince the club that he's worth 200 or 250 grand a week, and that performance is one where I'm saying, no, you're not getting that wage. So for me, I'm giving Ibu a score of 5, and the audience have gone a little bit lower, with an average there of 4.6. Moving on now to Jarell Quansah, and look, a little bit more room for understanding for me here with Quansah, because he hasn't played enough games to get into a rhythm. Also playing today on the left side of the centre-back pairing, which would normally be Virgil's position, had Costas outside him as well, so I always have to keep that in mind. And there were moments today where I thought he looked okay, some moments where I thought he looked a bit shaky, but certainly more understanding of his lower level of performance than Canade, because, you know, less experience, less game time. So I've given him a 5.5, and the audience have gone for a 4.9 for Jarell Quansah. Moving on to Costas now, and look, this is probably the second to last appearance, or maybe the last one for him in a Liverpool shirt. We'll move on to talk about Harvey Elliott in a while, and certainly his post-match quotes look like he's leaving the club at the end of the season. But Costas, he was okay today. It's been pretty much a Costas level of performance. Some silly stuff, some entertaining stuff, but always a lot of effort and enthusiasm. Score for me today is 4, though, because I just don't think he's the greatest left back in the world, and I definitely look forward to the upgrade there. Gravenberch, mixed bag for me on this one. Our midfield was just way too open. right throughout the game, and it's been week in, week out now since we've won the league that you could drive a bus through the midfield. Gravenberch did okay today. Some sloppy moments, some good moments, but ultimately I'm going to give him a 6.5, and I think that's justified. But do let me know what you guys think on Ryan. The audience, as you can see, have gone for a score of 6 out of 10. Now into Dominic Szoboszlai. What a goal, by the way. What a goal from Dominic Szoboszlai. And congratulations to him and his partner as well. For Dom today, look, I thought he did well when he was on. Created plenty of opportunities. Obviously took that goal very well as well. So I've given him a score of 7.5 because I feel like him and Bradley were probably our two best performers out there. Conor Bradley, by the way, was your Anfield Agenda man of the match. And the viewer score is 7.2. Let us know in the comments, though, what you think about Dominic Szoboszlai. Do you think that number 8 position now is going to be one that he will become more accustomed to playing in? Arna said before the game, it is his preferred position. Moving on to Mr. Harvey Elliott. And as I said, his comments after the game, and I'll read them out to you now, certainly make me feel like he could be headed off. This is what he had to say. I think I've done it this season. It's been hard with how much I've played. I've tried as hard as I could, and whenever I could, whatever happens, happens. It's about what's best for my career. It's about reflecting and seeing what I can do. I'm here at the moment, and I'm focusing on the final game. Now, look, to me, that sounds like a young man that probably believes his future lies away from Anfield. And it would be with a heavy heart that I see him go. I'm a big Harvey Elliott fan, but if Arne Slot doesn't think he's the guy, I understand that, and that he'll have to move on in search of more minutes. So for Elliott today, I've given him a 7 because I thought he looked lively out there, and of course got himself a goal as well as an assist. Although, can we call it an assist really? The little ball rolled to Dom, who absolutely just buries it top bins. But again, if Elliott does depart, it will be with nothing but a warm reception from Liverpool fans. Mohamed Salah, captain today, 400 appearances up, and congratulations to Mo for that achievement, and it was fitting to see him with the captain's armband on that. But that's where the good news stops. It was a performance that, again, just makes you feel like missed the sitter. Still looking for those assists as well to break the record. And the way he's looking, he's just completely night and day from the player that we had in the first 2/3 of the season. And he would never, ever miss chances like that. And he probably will never miss one again. If you haven't seen it, you'll know what I'm on about when you see it, and he will be fuming that he hasn't got that goal contribution that would have got him to 48, equaling the all-time record in the Premier League for goal contributions. May still do it in the last game of the season, and here's hoping he can. But today, being honest, it was a terrible performance, and I'm giving him a score of 4.5, which is exactly what the audience have gone for. Cody Gakpo. I thought he was all right. To be fair, Cody, I never really have any issues on our left-hand side. Certainly less selfish than I think Luis Diaz was when he came on. But again, for Cody Gakpo, his future secure at the club, and I'm not going to be judging him off a game like today solely. So for me, I'm giving him a 6, which I think is about right. The audience have gone a little bit lower with a score for Cody of 5.6. Over to you guys in the comments, though. Let me know if you agree or disagree and what you think about Gakpo and Diaz battle on that left side. So Federico Chiesa, the man that we were all waiting for to be given a chance. I think he started brighter in the first half, had a good opportunity that he squared at one point across, had another one that was saved. Look, it's difficult because he's building up to minutes and he's never going to come on and be able to just switch it on like that. I've seen enough today, though, to show that there's a player in there that we know with more game time, with more momentum from the manager and more belief will probably be able to contribute more to the team. Certainly looks as if he's staying, so we look forward to seeing what he can do next season. Today, I'm going for a 5.5 because, again, I call it as I see it, and that's what I think the score deserves. Let me know if you agree or disagree. 5.5 from me, 5.1 from the audience. We all wanted him to score today. We really did, but it just wasn't meant to be. Now, Luis Diaz makes more stuff happen for me. Looks a bit more lively on the left-hand side, but at times just is too selfish and needs to release the ball. It feels like he just takes 1, 2, 3 touches too many on occasion. Passes when maybe he should shoot. Shoots as maybe some pass. And I don't know if that interest from Barca is going to be ramped up or not, what his future or where his future lies. I'm kind of relaxed about. Happy if he stays. Understand if he goes. But either way, do like Lucho. And today I'm giving him a 6 because, well, I don't think he was brilliant when he came on. Maybe even a little bit high now that I'm reflecting on it in fairness. Probably should have gone 5.5 on it. So if we can all just pretend for a minute, we'll go 5.5. And the audience have gone even lower with a score there for Lucho of 4.7. Let me know in the comments as well, by the way, what you think regarding his future. Will he stay at Liverpool, or will Barca come in with that offer? Now, this man, you know, Darwin, 3.4 from the audience. You know, Darwin. Moving on now, the Curtis Jones. Again, it's like I'm going to say the same things about him that I've said about Diaz. Takes too much out of the ball, doesn't release it quick enough, finds himself in good positions, and then it's all about making the right decision. Certainly has improved this season under Arne Slot, and more deserving of a place in the squad to me than he was in years gone by. But I'm still not convinced he ever becomes a week in, week out starter at the club. I've given him a score of 5.5 today, and the audience have gone even lower with an average there of just 4.3. The audience are being tough taskmasters today. Endo, very interesting to see him brought on at right back. I assume when he was coming on, we were going to see him in the base of that midfield. But as is always the case with Endo, he never looks out of place. He can do a job anywhere on the pitch. Could have probably swapped him with Darwin, put Darwin at right back and put him up top, and maybe the outcome might have been different. But look, Endo, just a model pro, and I'm going to give him a score of 6 for his cameo from the bench, and the audience have gone for a 5.4. Now, our manager, and this is the one I struggled with most today because everybody was literally on the beach partying during the week. But I don't like not having momentum at the end of the season. This may be Arne showing exactly why some players won't have futures at the club. Certainly the centre-back pairing I think he should be concerned about, because if Virgil had an injury, I don't think we're going to be winning any league titles with Kwanzaa and Kanade as a pairing. So we do need to look to that department. Other than that, though, look, he's won us the league and he gets massive credit for that. But I am a little bit frustrated that we haven't, was it 1 win in 9 or something like that? 8 goals conceded in the last 3. I want us to be better than that. And I want us to finish next weekend against Palace with a win. So for Arne today, I'm going 5.5 and the audience have gone for a 5. So that is it for me for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's over to you. Let me know your thoughts on the scores that we've given, the season as a whole, and of course anything else that you'd like to mention. We will be back tomorrow. We'll have a video at 4:30 giving you all the latest in the transfer rumours. We believe that Jeremy Frimpong has passed his medical as well, so we may have a here we go on that one very, very soon. Until then, have a nice evening, and again, remember, we are the champions. We'll talk soon. Bye bye.